friends, it's Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today with a pretty quick tip for you. I want to show you how to decorate your envelope flaps to match your card. You can see from this card I recently made that I have coordinated the envelope flap with the card using the same designer series paper, and I want to show you today how to do that. I'm going to use two different methods. We're going to do it once using the Stamp and Seal Plus by Stampin' Up, and then we're going to do it another time using the Tombow multi-purpose glue. Either way is fine, but I thought I'd show you using both methods so that you can use whatever method or adhesive that you have handy. And I'm going to feature today the beautiful Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper by Stampin' Up. This is a beautiful paper. One side of every sheet is has gold or copper foil on it, and it is rich and luscious. And so I'm going to use two different ones so that you can see three altogether. The first one I showed you, plus these two patterns. Aren't they beautiful? So let's get started. I'm going to adhere the paper to one of the Stampin' Up! Medium-size envelopes. And today I'm using the very vanilla medium-size envelope because I think it goes better with this designer series paper. So all we do is turn the envelope upside down so that the gummed side of the flap faces downward. Then we're going to take our Stamp and Seal Plus and just advance it a little to get it started, and then we just go right along that edge. If you go over a little bit, don't worry, I'll show you what to do about that. So we're just going to go right along the edge like this, turn those corners, come right back up, and then the most important place, of course, is here right along the folded line. And we're going to get as close to that line without going over. You know, it's kind of like a Price is Right kind of deal. As close as you can without going over. Okay, and then we take our designer series paper and we line it up right a little bit under the fold because you want it to come up really close there. But if you put it too far over, it'll look funny and you'll have to trim it. Okay, so we just get it on there, press down, and now it's all adhered. And all we need to do is go back, and I trim with my paper scissors, but what I do is I trim just a little hair bit of the envelope, just a tiny, tiny bit. So then your line is just really clean, and any of that overage is completely trimmed off. So this takes just a second, and you're just coming in a small, tiny bit from the edge of the envelope. And there's your gorgeous envelope. Isn't that beautiful? Especially this paper I knew would look gorgeous with the very vanilla. Very pretty. Now let's do our second one using the multi-purpose glue. And here is the designer series paper we're going to use. So again, we fold out our envelope flap with the gummed side under. We've got our multi-purpose glue, and we're just going to put tiny, tiny bit along that edge, and not too close because, as you know, the glue spreads when you press it down. So not quite all the way up to the edge, but a little, like 1/8 of an inch back. And then I'm just going to do this to do a little bit in the center. Now we're going to lay our paper under that fold line just like we did with the other one. And by the way, I meant to tell you that the paper, the designer series paper, is trimmed at 2 3/4 by 6 1/2. That will give you the size that you need. 2 3/4 by 6 1/2. And we're just going to press that down to get it adhered nicely. And this takes a few minutes to set, not minutes, seconds to set up. You know that with glue. You can even see the glue lines under there, but we can't see them on the front, can we? All right, now we're just going to do our same trimming that we did before. Trim the envelope flap just a hair bit short of the edge so that both the designer series paper and the envelope flap paper are exactly the same. Then we just turn that corner and come straight down. And there's our envelope flap. Either way, look at those beautiful envelope flaps. Now I have to go make cards to match them, don't I? This is your pretty quick tip for today. I think you can make some gorgeous envelopes, and especially even on the holidays for a special person sending their Christmas card, holiday card, Thanksgiving card with a decorated envelope flap, I think will be really nice. So thank you so much for stopping by today. Bye-bye.